After some bitter cold temperatures on Wednesday and light snow the past few days, it looks like Old Man Winter is finally here in full strength. Is there more snow in our future? Here with your weather forecast is CPTV's Rocco Jann.
After an e-learning day Wednesday due to the cold, followed by snow yesterday and today, it's safe to say that winter is definitely here, and there's talk of heavy snow next week, but more on that in a bit. Here's a look at what to expect for today. The lake effect snow flurries we're having now should end by about lunchtime, which would then allow some sunshine to come through. Our high today will be right around 27 degrees before the clouds roll back in this evening, and looking ahead to this weekend and the beginning of next week, tomorrow we'll see sunny skies with a high around 23 and the low dipping down to 8. Sunday will be sunny in the morning with clouds and snow developing in the afternoon. There'll be some lake effect snow showers closer to the lake, but we shouldn't see any snow here in CP. For the beginning of next week, Monday will continue to be cloudy with a high of 33 and a low of 23. Tuesday will start off sunny and warm with highs reaching the lower 40s, and then this is what some of the models are starting to show. Around 8 o'clock in the evening, we'll get some rain and temperature will start to drop. The rain will turn to snow before midnight and pick up in intensity. This is heavy snow we're talking about, but how much? Well, some of these models are saying somewhere around a foot of snow over Wednesday and Thursday, but we'll keep tracking this potential storm and keep you posted. That's your 5-day weather forecast. Claire, Chris? There's been a lot of concern over the emergence of the COVID-19 Omicron variant, and now the first case has been reported in the U.S. Hi, I'm Rocco with CPTV News, and we're going to tell you about that. Plus, if you're looking for a way to make someone's day before Christmas break, Student Council is preparing now for their annual Candygram sales. The COVID-19 Omicron variant has been identified in South Africa, Canada, Australia, most of Europe, and as of Wednesday, here in the US. The variant has demonstrated abilities to evade the current vaccine, thus allowing for the possibility to once again spread easily. Prior to the Thanksgiving holiday, the Crown Point Community School Corporation voted to make masks optional throughout the school district. This will be the second time this school year masks have been optional in the district, the first period ending in September after a spike in positive cases and quarantines. 5 parents are suing the Lake Central School Corporation over its current mask mandate policy. The parents filed a lawsuit in Lake Superior Court last week asking a judge to intervene and oppose a mask optional policy. The lawsuit contends that Americans have returned to normal life 20 months into the pandemic, except in K-12 schools. As we just reported, the new Omicron variant has raised concerns among health experts who confirmed the U.S.'s first case on Wednesday. Indiana University professor Michael Pollack, who has extensively tracked public health data since the start of the pandemic, says there are a number of reasons to be concerned at this time. Pollack said he believes these lawsuits are political stunts and bear no weight, as similar suits have been dismissed in states such as Ohio and Texas. The annual Student Council Holiday Candygram sale is coming up next week. During all lunches from December 6th to December 10th, you'll be able to purchase candy canes for $1 each and send them to any teacher or friend that you would like. This will also be the first Student Council fundraiser of the year that raises funds for Lurie Children's Hospital. All candygrams will be delivered on Wednesday, December 15th during resource period. Before we go, a quick look at our CP weather forecast. Remember, for the latest in CP and NWI news, check in with CPTV News either at a regular CPTV newscast here on Snapchat at CPTV_QuickCut or on Twitter at CrownTMedia. When the COVID-19 pandemic first emerged nearly 2 years ago, the public and media alike were quick to draw parallels between this pandemic and the infamous influenza pandemic that raged across the globe more than 100 years ago. From where our generation stood at the moment, we found ourselves in a position where we could look back at the past in order to make some sort of sense of the present. As a result, the reality of this trend got us thinking, what kind of paths will a post-COVID society lead today's young people on, and what will future generations eventually say about us 100 years from now? When combined with the opinions of today's medical experts, Swan's comments indicate that tomorrow's academic minds could potentially view our current solutions to COVID-related mental health crises as ones that could have been implemented more thoroughly. However, like Swan, some say that the hardships of the pandemic could actually end up being catalysts that will make future generations stronger mentally and when it comes to interacting with technology. This includes some students of CPHS who have spent the last few years with altered school years due to the pandemic. But what about from a historical perspective? According to the CDC, nearly a third of the world's population was infected with influenza at the height of the 1918 pandemic, and that was largely due to a lack of pharmaceutical control methods.
Thus, in a world where the number of COVID-19 cases continues to climb despite the availability of modern medical advances and COVID-19 vaccines, how will generations 100 years from now look back at how we handled our global health crisis?
From what we've seen so far, it is obvious that the pandemic has brought about some of the greatest tragedies and hardships that our generation may ever know. However, if the perspectives shown in this piece are any indication to go by, it's clear the sorrows felt by the people of today will only serve as lessons that will showcase to the people of tomorrow how they can be stronger and more resilient in the face of the greatest adversaries. As for right now, though, 100 years is still a long time away, and it's up to us to make the most of the time that we live in. For CPTV, I'm Rocco Jann.